Hi guys, Dr. Jade Rainbow, physical therapist here, and today I'm going over tennis elbow. So this is also called lateral epicondylitis. It has multiple names. The thing is with tennis elbow, you don't actually commonly get it with playing tennis. You can actually get it from a lot of other things, such as any repetitive gripping, repetitive lifting, extending of your wrist, things like that. So lateral epicondylitis, tennis elbow, is when the extensors of your hand and forearm become aggravated. So the tendons of these muscles, they hook to your lateral epicondylitis here on the outside of your arm. They get inflamed and they just cause a lot of pain. So what happens is these tendons are weak, and the repetitive motion use of this wrist and forearm puts all this extra tension on these tendons, and it actually causes little micro tears and just causes inflammation and causes pain. So that is basically what tennis elbow is. But I know you guys want to know, okay, I get it, I have it, how do I get this better? We're getting to it, I promise. So the main thing with tennis elbow is to modify what you're doing. So if you are someone who, lifts bags all day, so maybe you're a cashier, you're typing in numbers, lifting bags, and you have this, one really heavy bag you pick up and it's like, oh my gosh, this pain, it came on. It may happen from that one quick, very forceful load to the tendons, or it can just come over time when you're repetitively lifting, using gripping, twisting of your arm. It can become present that way. I also see it in if someone is starting an exercise routine, if they're lifting dumbbells. I also see it people who just grip a lot, maybe use a mouse. Plumbers commonly get it, painters. So just to name a few. The first thing you want to do is to modify the activity that you're doing. So if something hurts while you're doing it, try to stay away from that for now. Get that inflammation down, let the body cool down. You can ice it in the meantime, but you want to stop doing this movement that is causing the pain. Another option that you have is there is a tennis elbow brace that you can use. So if it's really inflamed or you can't modify the activities, maybe it's for your job, you can wear this tennis elbow brace. You just put it a little bit, you find your elbow and put it a couple inches down and put it right here, and it takes the tension off of the tendons where those tendons hook on that lateral epicondyle, and it puts the tension on that brace. So it takes the load off of here. So it's not going to completely fix your problem, but it will make it feel better in the meantime. So that's another option as well. Another thing you can do is whenever you're going to sleep, keep your arms by your side so your arms aren't tucked up here and tight. Those muscles aren't tight all the time. Keep them down by your side so that they're extended, because these muscles are commonly tight and weak. So those are two factors that we're going to address. But also whenever you're lifting something or using your wrist, you want to make sure your wrist is neutral. So see how it is in a straight line? You don't want to pick something up and have your wrist like this, or pick something up and have your wrist like this. Every time you lift, pick up, grip, you don't want it to rotate back. You want to make sure it's nice and straight, and that will help a lot too. To prevent it from happening again and really get to the root of the cause is to make sure your posture and form is correct. So even if you're lacking shoulder motion, you may be trying to compensate with your wrist. So it's important not to just address the wrist and the forearm, but also, am I limited in my shoulder motion, rotating, things like that. So that's why it's good to check out your local DPT, doctor of physical therapy, to get a further assessment, more customized to you. But anywho, let's get into tennis elbow and get you guys feeling better. So the first thing you want to do is offload it. Make sure you just take away the stimulus that makes it really painful. Wear that brace. You can even ice it. But after that, you want to just do some friendly motion. So bringing your wrists up and down with a bent elbow to some friendly active range of motion. You can do it with your arm bent. You can also do it with your arm straight. Just going up and down friendly. You don't want to go to the point where you have sharp pain. So any of these, if you have a little bit of discomfort, that's fine. But if you have any sharp pain going here or down into the arm, hold off on it for now. But if it's just like a dull, like a little bit of feeling, that is okay. So active up and down, but also supinating, pronating, bringing your palm up and down. So active motion to start, and as long as those feel fine, you can get into the strengthening part. So we want to lengthen, stretching, and also strengthen these muscles. So there's a couple different ways you can do these exercises. I have gotten some 2-pound dumbbells, but you can also use a can of veggies. So these are about 1 pound, and the dumbbell I have is 2 pounds. So you can easily do these with a can at home, but I'll also show the dumbbell example as well. So the first one, exercise for strengthening, is gonna be an eccentric wrist extension. So what you're gonna do is keep your elbow bent, and then you're going to use your good arm to help the can up, and slowly, the key word is slowly, lower it back down. Bring it up, and then slowly lower it back down. So this is an eccentric wrist extension, okay? Again, you don't want sharp pain, but a little bit of discomfort's fine. Or you can grab the dumbbell, hold, bring up, slowly back down. You may feel some pulling in here. And I would do 10 reps, and if you can get 3 sets in a day, that would be great. So that's part 1. And then part 2 is gonna be eccentric wrist flexion. So same thing with wrist flexion. So that one was palms down, this one's gonna be palm up. Hold your can, go up, slowly go down, and then up, and slowly go down. And I would get in about 10 of those. And again, you can do your 2-pound, progress to that, or maybe a water bottle. Go up, hold, slowly go down, up, help, slowly go down. So both of these are very good ones to do to start strengthening those wrist extensors. Going from there, go ahead and grab a towel, and you're gonna do towel ringing. So you're going to grab with both hands, and you're gonna rotate in and out with the towel. So this is gripping, this is wrist extension, and you're going to go in and out with the towel. And you can do it wrists, elbows straight or bent. Again, as long as it doesn't cause sharp pain, just a little bit of feeling is okay. So going from there, you're gonna go back to your childhood, but you're gonna grab your Play-Doh, or if you have any sort of like squishy ball or something like that. I chose pink Play-Doh because it makes me happy. And my dad would not let me play with this when I was a kid because we'd get it on the blankets and it would ruin our furniture, and yeah, so grab your Play-Doh and you're going to squeeze. So again, a part of these wrist extensors play a factor with grip. So just squeezing your Play-Doh or a ball, either one. You can grab your dog's toy and that is good too. Again, gripping like so. And you can just do it for like a minute at a time, a minute or so. Okay, going from there, now we're going to grab our dumbbell, and also, no, we are not doing some home improvements, but we are gonna break out a hammer. So we're gonna do wrist supination and pronation. So you're gonna hold, you can hold the dumbbell on the end and go up and over. So supination, pronation, like that with the dumbbell. And you don't want your arm going all over the place as you're doing this. That's exaggerating. But you want it right by your side, controlled, because you want it to come from the muscles that we're wanting to target. So if you're gonna hold a hammer, you would keep your elbow by your side and slowly go over and slowly go back over. So with this, you don't want your wrist doing these crazy things as you're going. You don't want your elbow popping out. You want to keep your wrist nice and neutral, like that, nice and controlled the whole way. You don't want to have like a death grip on it, but you know, a nice hold, and it'll get all of those. So again, doing about 10 passes forward and back, and about 3 sets a day. Okay, so there is the strengthening portion. Now we're gonna get into our stretches. We wanna do 2 different stretches, so we definitely wanna hit those wrist extensors. And so what you're gonna do is keep your elbow straight, palm down, wrist down, and apply pressure that way. And if you want it a little stronger, rotate that wrist away from you. And you're gonna feel a nice pull through here. And you're gonna hold for 30 seconds. So you have to hold for 30 seconds for this stretch to be effective. If you're doing it any less, it's not gonna have the effect that you want. So the tendons, the muscle will go right back to how it was. So holding that for 30 seconds, okay? And then part 2 is gonna be wrist flexor stretch, going down. Again, straight elbow, feeling it through here, holding that for 30 seconds as well, and relax. Okay, so those are my favorite stretches and exercises. But also, if you're noticing that it's kind of like angry at the end of exercising or after doing a particular task, after lifting, whatever it is that causes pain, you can also do an ice massage. So if you get a Dixie cup and fill it halfway with water, freeze it, and then after it's frozen, tear off the top part so then the ice is exposed. You can hold on to the bottom cup where it's not gonna like burn your fingers. And then ice massage for 3 minutes over that area, and it helps to decrease the inflammation. So thank you guys for tuning in. This was a highly recommended video, so I hope you guys found it useful and helpful, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.